Let's fucking go. You are listening to the Outlaw Apostle Podcast. I'm your host, Troy Neff. I'm the fucking guy.
Whoa! Who knew I would make it this far? They hated, they never believe me. Yeah, I would never drop the ball. I know I make it look easy. Yeah, Mayweather with the defense. I don't care what a critic got to say. I got them picking up the pieces. That to me, you really playing with your life. I'm about to come and run it all back. I'm the new era, about to snap back. You ain't fitting for it, cause you all cap like. Hold up. I shoot my shot, wait, hold up. I'm really about to run this go up. You know it's all net when it go up. Ain't got no other plans, you don't need.
And good Wednesday morning to you. This is the Outlaw Apostle Podcast. I'm your host, Troy Neff. I'm the fucking guy. And the other guys. The other fucking guys. Seated directly across from me. Leo's at the helm there and all the buttons.
Good morning, Troy.
Good morning to you, my friend.
How you doing today?
I'm doing good. I was surprised to learn something a couple days ago. I think it was Monday. Have you ever heard of the USL?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We have a second-tier soccer league for men in the United States. That's a thing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's not like I haven't seen much about it. I just know that it exists.
Well, they just signed some famous Mexican soccer player.
Chicharito.
Really?
Javier Hernandez.
He's coming back to play.
This will be his
38.
last,
He's
last team that he wants to play with.
Yeah, for Dallas Atletico.
I wonder why.
He said that
Because
he wanted to play one more season.
Yeah, and the money. Because like he's the first one signed to this new team or new league. Yeah.
From what I got, he wanted to play with the Mexican national team with the friendlies that are coming up. Because I believe they play like the U.S., Germany, and one other team. So he was saying to the people that he really wanted to come back and play for the national team. So he's going to be playing with Dallas or Houston or whatever the team is.
Dallas. It's Dallas.
For, I believe, 1 or 2 more years. And then this will be his final kind of run, professional-wise, at least.
It's just, I just had no idea they were starting a second-tier men's soccer league. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know there was that much interest. I don't know how many teams are going to be in it.
I don't know
just
either.
To start. Yeah, it was just something brand new I saw that was like, what?
They must think there's money to be made. Otherwise, they wouldn't be doing it.
See, because of all the World Cup and me reading articles, you know, Apple now thinks I want worldwide soccer information.
Yeah.
So when I'm scanning through sports, there you go.
Soccer's gonna be up there.
Soccer is right there. Yeah. Yeah.
It was founded in 2010.
Yeah. It's how many?
That's still relatively that's still really young. Really, really young.
Yeah, but I mean, who knew about it?
Yeah.
You knew about it. How? When did you learn about it?
To be honest, I don't know when I knew about it. I've heard it talked about like once or twice in the past, and like it's just been buried in the back of my head.
They have 25 fucking teams. Shit, dude.
25 different clubs.
Damn.
What's the average? Well, I think maybe then Dallas is a new team. That's what it was. Dallas is a brand new team because they have Dallas FC.
Yeah,
for the MLS.
Yeah. Yeah, Dallas is the new one.
Yeah.
So yeah, that signing is probably like to help with.
Yeah,
like,
that's their biggest 8,000 seat stadium. Yeah.
You're about to see a bunch of Atletico Dallas fucking jerseys in Mexico now.
I don't know about that part.
With the for Chicharito, you don't think they will?
No, brother. You'll see a lot of Mexican Americans wearing them, probably. But
Probably,
but
yeah.
in Mexico, I highly doubt it.
Yeah.
But Mexicans didn't even like Chicharito when he was playing. he was a big reason why we would lose quite a few games. He doesn't have a big track record with that, like Mexicans in Mexico, Mexican Americans, because we grew up with him. You know, he was our goal.
Right. Who's the highest paid player in that league right now?
In the ULC? Probably Chicharito.
Well, probably will be. USL.
Huh. They haven't released that? That's kind of odd.
Yeah. Well, it literally just happened. I don't even know if the fucking contract signed. I think so, but
they don't release individual salary data.
No, they're just showing by the month. That's not $100,000 to $200,000 a year. Isn't terrible for a minor league soccer player that nobody knows about. It's better than working at Fry's, right?
Yeah, I'd agree. I mean, I play for that. If I played soccer and somebody offered me that, hell yeah.
Right?
Oh, this is the same. I didn't realize this is the same.
The Phoenix team.
With Phoenix Rising in it.
Okay.
They're pretty good, aren't they? Like, they're one of the better teams.
They're definitely one of the better teams for sure. I don't watch it very often, but I mean, I know a Phoenix Rising because I
actually thought they were an MLS team.
No.
That clears that up for me.
Well, there we go. We all learned something this morning.
Yeah.
From the person you'd think you'd least learn it from.
Yeah. Does it say 93.31 million pounds total market value for the USL Championship?
For the entirety of the championship, yeah.
Pounds is weird, but we'll take it.
Yeah, you could in the conversion it'd be like 105 mil.
No, the euro's more expensive than the dollar, so it'd be like
that's what I mean. So it takes more dollars to equal less euros.
Correct, but this is set at. Oh, gotcha. I get what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I guess it's
because you were right, because euro is worth more.
Every other country has like second tier and third tier leagues. I guess it makes sense for us to have something like that.
I guess.
But I don't think you guys have a relegation system here.
No, I don't think we have enough teams for that.
Oh, shit, 25
Oh,
teams?
well, maybe they should. I don't know. They should do that at some point. I like that.
Yeah.
That's one of the coolest things. Like,
yeah,
that's possible and that can be done. I do really like that.
Yeah. It adds that extra level, like you're playing for something.
Yeah, because remember we talked about setting up a system like that for college football.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, you have your top 40, you play their season, they, have their playoff, and, other teams can possibly move up into that 40, others drop out.
It might. I mean, it definitely. I don't know how it works.
That would have been cool.
It says it probably more than likely wouldn't happen because of the money that's tied into it.
What, like buying into the MLS?
Correct. Owners pay up to $500 million to buy into the MLS. Relegation would instantly wipe out hundreds of millions in team valuation.
Yeah, I don't think we're just probably not there yet in terms of that actually work. But I do like the idea of it. It kind of
should. I mean, the idea is to be a feeder program, right? The idea is to.
I think that's what it's
ultimately get better players at a higher level and training them up, right?
And it helps like prevent like any sort of like tanking or anything like that. That's what I do like about relegation is you're forced to play for something. You can't just fucking lay down.
Yeah, for sure. And that other voice that's been chiming in is Mikey G. Mikey, good morning to you.
Good morning. Hope your week's been going pretty well.
The week has been pretty solid so far, And now that the WNBA All-Star game is all taken care of, they started play again last night. Caitlin Clark played, the Fever. We also watched two of the not-so-good teams. We watched Washington play Connecticut. But the thing about that is as bad as those two teams' records are, they do have some players there. They definitely have
something to build on.
Some players to build on, and yeah, Citron for the Washington D.C. team. So yeah, they have some players, and then dude, the best worst team in the league, in my opinion, and Dawn agrees with me phrasing it that way, is the Seattle Storm. I think they've won like 6 games, but they've probably had a dozen games that they've lost by less than 5 points.
Probably blown leads.
Well, blown leads or like just close. They just can't close out. But they're so fucking young. Mm-hmm. That's the team that has Pham. It's the team that has Flo J. Johnson. It's who else do they have? The one other big player too. They got a good, like super young core that it's going to be. They're going to be contenders, and they won't have to. They're not going to have to revamp their roster. They're going to be looking to add depth to their roster, which is a totally, you know, you're in a good spot if that's what you're looking to do.
Yeah, for sure.
And honestly, the Fever, they broke another record. They're always trying to come up with records. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
They create new records, or this record in this many games, and just to hype it up. You know, I don't know if you've noticed that or not, but this is kind of significant. The most games any team has ever won, or not won, that they've ever scored 100 points or more, is 12. And that's in a whole season. The Fever just did that in 26 games.
Oh,
had 12 games where they scored 100 or more. It's pretty significant. And they did that last night against the Storm. Like I said, it was close. There was, I think maybe the Storm were down by 20 at one point, and they really did come back all the way back and, you know, make it a game. The Fever, though, were literally unstoppable. It started out the last 2 games that Clark has played in, her first shot has been a 3, and she's made it. And then she's coming down. I think she made 4 out of 6 or 5 out of 7 last night, something like that. And all of the ones that she made were deeper. They weren't at the 3-point line. Yeah. They were a good 3 feet or more from the 3-point line. Sophie Cunningham came in and made 3 in a row. Like, she scored 11. Sophie Cunningham scored 11 points in 3 minutes.
Damn.
Off the bench.
That's pretty good.
And Boston got hurt, so she was out. She kind of slammed her knee on the floor, but it's probably more like a bruised bone and sore, so it's not super serious. She did come back out and sit on the bench after halftime, so that was a good sign. Although that gave the Storm the opportunity that they needed without Boston in the middle for them to, you know, make a run and make it close. And Kelsey Mitchell does what Kelsey Mitchell does, and it's like they keep taking turns. Caitlin Clark will fire off, you know, and just I think in the third quarter, the Fever had 16 points. It was probably their lowest scoring quarter. Obviously, they scored over 100 points in the game. Caitlin had 14 of the 16.
Damn.
And then in the fourth quarter, it was Kelsey Mitchell. It was all Kelsey Mitchell, just driving and shooting. Now, there were a couple things in the game that you're like, Jesus fucking Christ. Dude, the only thing that's going to save White, the coach, the only thing that's going to save her job is if the Fever win the championship this year. Because I don't know how you fire her if they win the championship.
Mm-hmm.
But the friction between that I see, it's just what I see. I could be totally wrong. It could be. I'm looking from the outside. I have no inside information. This is just my observation that there is friction between White and Clark. And there was, I don't understand some of these people. I'd really love to have a conversation with somebody who really knows, because I'm not stupid about sports, okay? And this whole challenge shit, especially with the WNBA, dude, it takes fucking forever. Forever. And upgrading to these flagrants, man, it's just fucking ridiculous how much time it takes. There was a penalty called on Caitlin Clark towards the end of the first quarter. And Caitlin wanted it challenged. And you could easily see, and this included the people calling the game, you could easily see that Clark had all ball, touched the ball, didn't hit a hand, didn't hit an elbow, nothing to, steal the ball, to knock the ball away from her, right? Mm-hmm. And so the coach, this is too early to call for a challenge. Really? Because you get a couple of them. Why is it any different in the first than it is the third or fourth? It's no good to call one in the fourth and you lose the challenge.
Yeah.
This is one you're going to win and you're going to keep your timeout.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, you decide not to. They go to the line and make their shots.
Yeah.
But my observation is that you should have challenged it is wrong because I'm just a fan and I don't know shit. That's just, I'm not buying it. But that was one. There was one later in the game where Caitlin wanted it challenged and they didn't challenge it, and they shouldn't have. It was clear that she lifted her arm up and moved her, extended, that she was not going to win that one. But just that, and just the rubbing with the coach, that's just something I see, that I do not see her, Stephanie White, as the long-term coach of Caitlin Clark. It's just not going to be, just not going to be a thing.
I mean, I haven't followed, but in what I've seen in like certain clips and stuff, like, yeah, there seems to be times when they're arguing on the bench, and I don't know. You never want your star player and your fucking coach arguing in the middle of a timeout. That's just wasting time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it was a good game. Like I said, it was, a fight. It was a good game. But the thing about the Fever right now is they're so fucking deep. Because on any other team, Sophie Cunningham would be starting.
Yeah.
But it is actually not a terrible use of her. And she's such a team player. She don't mind coming, off the bench. And then you have this Billings, who played a really good game. She's kind of a bigger girl. Timpson, Harris is a guard. I mean, they don't lose a lot, when they bring in some players off the bench. And at least if they're rotating them, they just seem really deep to me. And right now, I think you got the Minnesota Lynx. I think you got the Las Vegas Aces, the New York Liberty, even though their record they're going to make the playoffs, and that's all they have to do. Mm-hmm. Then they're going to be dangerous, okay? And then you have the Fever, and any one of those four teams really could. Look at that, dude. It's just sick. Especially shutting people up. And Heidemann with the blue hair. I'm telling you, I hate her fucking blue hair. It's just why? Why? But she's good. Yeah, no, 100%, dude. I totally respect her in her game. I'd have her on my team in a heartbeat. And I liked her last year, and she's playing her stats are double what they were last year. This team is using her the right way and letting her ball out. And she can come and answer. You know, Clark can hit that 3, and she's going to come back down and match that fucking 3, dude, and not be scared or anything. And who'd she get run over by? She got run over by somebody.
Who?
Heidemann. Yeah, it was like, and they all like called a foul on her, and it was like, there was no foul on her. She just, like, they were all running and backwards, and she just got literally run over.
Yeah. Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, no, it happens. But like she takes it. She is a tough player. So, like I said, it was very interesting. It's cool that Caitlin Clark, because ever since I brought that up, that Caitlin Clark was kind of playing mediocre for a minute, right? Around the time that she was hurt and out for a couple games, I was like, she's got to come back and answer, because we're looking at Paige Beckers and we're looking at Olivia Miles, and they're all lighting it up. You know, Caitlin, I want to see her live up to the hype.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And she's been doing that ever since that day I said that. Pretty much.
Maybe she heard the podcast.
Yeah. That's when, you know, it was right after that she scored the 40 points, you know, scored over 40 points. But yeah, there's some other games that were last night that we didn't get to see that I will definitely watch, and you know, in the next day or so. But tonight we got the Phoenix Mercury at home against the Valkyries. The Valkyries have been really, really super solid this year as well. In fact, record wise, they're ahead of Phoenix. Oh. So the Valkyries will be in tonight. We'll see how that goes. Kind of cool. I was able to get some extra tickets for nothing.
Damn.
Yeah, they offer that every now and then. And where I get my coffee, the girl at Chevron, I tossed her the 2 tickets. Yeah. So yeah,
that's funny.
Well, they keep me. And I have 2 cases of Bubblicious in my Range Rover right now.
Yeah.
That they held for me. So there's still some left. There was a case they wouldn't give me there, Leo. So if you want to pick up a few for yourself, there's some available. But now's the time to go.
No, I always go. It's like my morning routine, going to get 2 of those Ghost Energy. So.
Dude, I just can't stop with the stupid Bubblicious. And I hope my daughter doesn't hear that. She hates I drink those, but fuck, dude, they're so good. All right, so that's what we have. Still related to that. Related to that is Chelsea Gray story. Now, what's interesting about the article that you had pulled up with Chelsea Gray is that the picture that they use, the picture that they use is with Caitlin Clark.
Well, yeah, of course.
Is that because which this picture has nothing to do with the story?
Yeah.
So the only reason to do that, to put Caitlin in the picture, is to get people to read the story, because I like Chelsea Gray. I think she's a super solid player. Total respect for her. But maybe your average fan isn't going to know who she is. Now you got Caitlin Clark in the picture. Maybe somebody reads the article. It's a total clickbait picture. Yeah,
it's classic clickbait.
It's so stupid. I hate that. Well, apparently some guy sent a racist message to her DMs.
Must have had a few.
Yeah. And which is ridiculous. There's no reason to do that shit. Just none. You know, if you want to criticize a player and one, your criticism shouldn't be racist, okay? And do it on your own fucking platform. Do it on your own fucking page. Why send a racist message or a threatening message? Because that shit's not being put up with. But here's the problem I have. So and I think this guy should have lost his job, and he did. He was a Grand Hilton employee, and you know how the internet is, right, Leo? The internet tracked this fucker down that did it, and they all contacted the Grand Hilton and said, look, this is the racist, because she posted the racist message that the guy sent to her in the DMs, okay? So he gets fired. Here's my problem with that. I don't give two fucks that he got fired. What I do have a problem with is when somebody says something, terrible, like they did wishing somebody dead or celebrating somebody's death, like in the case of Charlie Kirk, quite a number of people lost their jobs, right? Mm-hmm. And then what have I been sharing with everyone lately? Stories where these people who were fired filed lawsuits and won as much as over $1 million. That
might be his strategy here.
So, I mean, I don't get it. Are you allowed to just file frivolous lawsuits and win? I guess I don't know, but I don't like that if you criticize Charlie, you can end up with $1 million because you lost your job. This guy, you think he's gonna at the Grand Hilton? You think he's gonna file a lawsuit against Hilton and he's gonna win?
I mean, he could. I would like to say no, but the possibility obviously isn't zero.
I just don't know. I think they all should be allowed to be fired, period.
Yeah.
And that's just it. Most people are an at-will employee.
Yeah.
Except, you know what? I don't remember what the guy's job was at the Grand Hilton, but what are the chances? I mean, they do have a hotel workers union.
Oh, they do?
Fuck yeah, they do, dude. It's big.
Damn. I feel like this dude lost a parlay or something. That's the only way he fucking messed. What did he even say? Is it repeated?
You can never find out what they say.
Oh, I thought she posted it, so I figured that.
Huh. Yeah, we'd have to find that, or somebody took a snapshot of it before it's taken down or whatever. And I didn't have time to do that.
Probably not good to repeat it if it's that bad.
Yeah, but do we know if it's that bad?
I have no idea. That's why I'm curious as to what.
Obviously, she thought it was, and I'm not saying it wasn't, but I did say that. What was her name? Bordello, the coach.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Protected species was not racist.
No,
I'm sorry. It just wasn't.
That one wasn't racist.
She shouldn't have lost. I mean, she got suspended for a game, so she had to lose her salary for a game. Whatever that was,
yeah.
That might be $50,000, $100,000.
That's still kind of BS, but I'm not the powers that be, I suppose.
While he's doing that, he's trying to find it. Dude, did you see what I did? Just so stupid, just to see if we could post.
Oh, you put
hey? On Facebook. I just put hey. Did you see how many people responded to the just hey?
Yeah,
me just saying hey.
Because it was probably a few. They're noticing.
Dude, it's 3 days. So funny.
They're 3 days. We haven't
seen hey,
Troy
what?
Post.
They didn't know. It's so silly.
I did notice that actually. That was kind of funny.
You know what made me feel really old?
Huh?
One lady responded a.
The Fonz.
See, the reference.
Absolutely.
That's what I said, the Fonz. And she goes, who? What? And I'm like, oh my God. I made a reference. Nobody knows my Fonz reference.
That's crazy. That's actually nuts. That's actually crazy that I know it.
It is crazy that you know it. I'm shocked that you know it.
Henry Winkler, a legend. I love that shit. Actually, now that we're on that topic, just
yes,
sidebar. What did you think about the whole shark jumping episode? Did you ever see have you ever watched?
Dude,
that?
I've watched every fucking Happy Days there was. The Arthur Fonzarelli was my childhood hero,
as he was for a lot of people. But
did I ever tell you that everything I learned about life I learned on Happy Days?
No. No.
Literally, that was my show. Literally everything I learned about life and women.
Yeah, from Happy Days.
My role model was Arthur Fonzarelli.
And there's worse role models out there.
Yep.
But did you think the shark jumping episode was like too much? Like that was kind of like the end of that show, or like?
I get it.
Because I feel like it was just like they got to a point where like it had been on so long.
Well, there's only so many themes, and every show would have an episode of this theme. You know, this happens between best friends, or they get in an argument, or whatever it is. That's why I'm saying there were life lessons in every Happy Days episode.
There's not
literally.
There's no life lessons in Love Island.
I don't know what that would be.
Nothing good, I can tell you that.
So we still can't.
No,
find
they're probably
they bury it.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
That is crazy, man. You know what? How can we have a conversation?
Yeah, okay. That's what I figured. You can't say, we wouldn't be able to say that. We could say everything up until that word. But that would make sense. That's crossing a line for sure over a fucking basketball game. And he for sure lost a parlay. That's probably immediately after that game ended. She didn't get enough points or something, and then he just fucking got on Instagram and just let it rip.
That's just so stupid.
Yeah, I think,
and to DM somebody that,
I feel like people just feel like it won't actually get seen. Like it's like one of those things. Well, it won't happen to me, and then it does.
Yeah, but when you actually send it to the player, there's at least a greater chance that it's going to get seen versus you just putting it on your own social media. And when you have 125 followers, right? I mean,
what I think happened is this dude was knocking back a few, and that parlay didn't hit, and he just fucking immediately just let it fly. That's what I think happened here. Because I mean, why else would you say that? Like, I don't know.
Okay, here's a dumb question. Okay, but have they told us anywhere? What's the ethnicity of the guy who did the post, who made the racist act? Was it a white dude?
I don't know. That probably is going to be hard to find, just because we might. His last name.
Well, did you? I don't know if you heard or not, but you know because we haven't talked about it, but was it France? Mm-hmm. Where they had they had like a pride
and that dude
demonstration, and that dude was he was Muslim.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And one of the people that was a representative of the LGBT community said, literally, this is what she said. She was hoping it was a white male Christian.
Well, sorry to disappoint you.
Right? I mean,
fucking
dude,
hell.
It's because it doesn't
fit their narrative.
Doesn't fit their narrative. Yep. Yeah, you're not.
Yeah, they want that to happen so damn bad, but
the account was taken down.
Yeah, I mean it definitely was. Everything's probably deleted. Instagram probably took action on it. He got fired.
Yeah, but did you ask chat the question of what the ethnicity of the racist
he was just trying to look up like the actual Instagram profile just to see if there's like any sort of indication.
I see what you're saying.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The name of the account does give me more like white guy vibes, to be honest. I could be wrong, but that's just how it felt.
Dude, there's nothing that
white male from Austin, Texas, based on as much evidence as we have.
That's fine. What I hate more than anything, even if they're doing it in fun, I hate when white people, white girls, white young men, usually between the ages of 18 and 25, use the N-word to each other.
Yeah.
Even in a non-racist way to each other. I just hate it. Yeah. It's like you're such a level of trash.
Yeah.
That to do that that's lower than my level. of cussing. You know, it's just such trash. Like, why do you have to do that?
I think that's the dumbest thing that ever could come out of a white person's mouth is when they try to use that as like a common fucking slang. Like,
to another white guy.
Yeah.
Even. Like, it's just like, get the fuck out of here with that shit, man.
Yeah.
If somebody says that around me, I do check them. Because like, don't do that around me.
The only time, like, what sucks is, do you know about the Dustin Poirier stuff that happened recently where he got super fucked up and was just being a problem and yeah, it's gonna be bad. Like he was trying to fight a cop because they called the cops and he was just hammered drunk. Yeah. He had a bunch of other shit going on. It was Father's Day. He doesn't have a good thing with his dad, but he said it's gonna be bad. And he apologized for it. He's like, in Louisiana, that's where I'm from. Like that's just how you talk. And I was like, I get it, but damn, you don't want to be saying that shit. You do not want to be saying that.
It's just no reason. Just no reason.
He's still like, everyone kind of gave him, he apologized and everyone accepted it because he is a good ass dude. He does a lot of charity work.
Well, and even though we dislike it, it wasn't actually used in a racist way with racist intent
to a white cop as well. Like, he was just hammered drunk. So who knows what could have came out of his mouth, honestly. But, it is what it is.
Yeah, well, you see what I get.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and the funniest shit that I get that I just shake my head at is the liberals who attack me and use gay, fag, trans, or like use it as hate.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're a fucking liberal.
Yeah.
Is that okay for liberals to do? That's an okay thing
when it works for them, sure. If somebody they don't like does it, then
you're telling me you support the LGBT community, and you call people a fag?
Yeah, you're hurling slurs around.
Yeah. You're hurling gay slurs. Yeah, I even ask him that sometimes. It's like, is that okay?
Is this
just
a line?
Do that? Is that a thing?
No, I don't think they care. I think they just it's like I said, whenever it's somebody like they don't like, basically a Republican, conservative,
of course,
that's when it's a problem. But they can say it whatever because they somehow support it, aka they have a pass. I don't fucking know. These people are batshit crazy, so it's hard to get in the mind of a liberal. There's a lot of layers, a lot of crazy ass layers there.
Well, I do get the fact that they like to say things that they can't say in person.
Yeah, well, they're the biggest keyboard warriors you'll get.
Yeah,
they love talking.
Dude, there'd be no discussion.
Mm-hmm.
There wouldn't be back and forth. They don't like. I don't do that. I don't get in an argument like that. I'm just gonna hit you.
Yeah,
there's not gonna be. You can't call me that or like this argument. No, you're just gonna get hit and be like, "What the fuck happened?"
You call someone a fag or a bitch in public. That's fighting words, like instant fighting words. So like, if you say that, choose it carefully who you say it to, because most likely they are going to want to fight you. Those are like, you can call me a pussy, you can call me this and that.
See, mine is pussy. Pussy's the worst for me. Well, that's mine.
Like, but you call me a fag or a bitch,
and I have done it
in a derogatory way. Like, I don't know. That's one that you just can't let slide.
I'm dropping you. It's not going to be. Yeah. All right. So yeah, I think it's terrible what the guy did. I'm glad he got fired. I'm just wondering why people who got fired that made comments about Charlie Kirk were able to win millions of dollars. That's all. That's my question related to that, right? All right. Dude, this is why we hate the fucking NCAA. Dude,
one of many reasons.
Yes. You want to know why the SEC wants to go off on its own? Is because the NCAA is there. They just do such idiotic shit. Now, this story of this young man, dude, I swear that when we read through this, he did the right thing. To me, he did all the right things. So, Ariane Carter, Tennessee player, was potentially going to go in the draft. And he had an agent, which you're allowed to have agents now in college. You didn't used to be able to do that before. He had an agent. And during the pre-draft process, he went to New York. And the agent paid for it. Now, first of all, a $427 flight tells me you don't want this guy as your agent anyways.
Yeah.
He just flew you to New York in Gen Pop. Okay. Yeah. He didn't put you in first class. Not a good agent. But anyways, this big football player is flying in Gen Pop, and the agent paid for it. Carter withdrew from the draft prior to the deadline, which if he wasn't going to, which was what he had to do. And then, he wanted to stay at Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
He disengaged from the agent. He also repaid the money. He and the school notified the NCAA. The NCAA imposed a 3-game suspension.
I'm not surprised.
But why?
Because they fucking suck.
And they appealed it and got it down to 2. But, dude, this is just... Tell me that this guy didn't do everything right.
Yeah, and the fact that they're like, sure, we'll take 1 game away. That's kind of just like fucking with you at that point. That's how it feels. The NCAA might be just as bad, if not worse, than FIFA when it comes to corrupt organizations. Mm-hmm. They're the fucking worst. They profited. I can tell you right now, they've made way more money than $427.48 over the course of their history off these players.
Yeah.
So the fact that he not only did that, paid it back, then notified them so he wouldn't get in trouble, and then they're still like, suspended. Like, fuck you. I agree. This is why the SEC wants to, because it's lawless. College football is like lawless. Nobody knows what the fucking rules are.
Yeah.
Like, no one knows. Like, the actual written rules, it's like up to like how you interpret it. Yeah. And how the NCAA wants to enforce it. Like, there shouldn't be a lot of bend like they have.
Well, the guy wasn't trying to skirt anything. You didn't find out about it, and then he admit to it after.
Mm-hmm.
He was upfront about everything, and to me, that would seem like the exact process that you'd have to do.
I thought that was the process.
That's what I kind of mean. And as far as the money goes, repaying the money, like what else? He didn't keep the money. He didn't make a mistake like that. It was well, look, we're going to suspend you for 2 games and you got to repay the money for the flight.
Mm-hmm. No,
he already did that. He repaid for that shitty ticket that he got.
Yeah.
It should have been $1,000 is what that ticket should have been, because the agent sucked his ass.
I mean, who knows? Maybe the Arion was probably thinking he could pay it back, but like if it was a first class, he was like, yeah, first class. I don't know if I can pay that one back, Chief.
Yeah, but he's getting paid by Tennessee.
Mm-hmm. For sure. He's definitely got some sort of NIL money.
He's got a little bit. He's got enough to cover the flight.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Right. But what else are you supposed to do when you want people to do the right things the right way, and then when you penalize them for it, you disincentivize doing the right thing? And the next guy is going to be, well, maybe they won't find out. I'm not going to tell them, because if I tell them, I'm for sure going to get penalized.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's probably going to be a more common theme of that people just like, maybe we should just like keep this on the down low. And if they find it, they find it. If not, hey, it is what it is. Like, we wipe our hands clean.
Like it used to be.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Well, that's the thing is like, even when back then, the NCAA knew, but it was like, if you were a big time player bringing in a lot of money to a school, aka the organization itself, they would just look the other way. But if it was just some regular Joe Schmo that, hasn't done much but got a lot of money, that's when they fucking were cracking down on. That's what I mean. Like, the NCAA is notorious for just, they have rules, but they only enforce it when they want to, when it's convenient for them. And that's not how you can't run a good organization that way.
Yeah. Well, somebody else besides me, being from Ohio, and you being from Youngstown specifically, with that all going on with Ohio State and the tattoos and shit and signing memorabilia, I mean,
I didn't think that was a big issue, to be honest with you. He traded signatures for tattoos. Like, I personally wouldn't. Now, the rings thing, like the Big Ten championship rings that they were like trading off, I personally wouldn't do that. That's just me. But I think that if you're like signing something for a tattoo, like what is the harm in that?
Dude, if I get a ring, that ring is mine, my property. And what right do you have to tell me that I can't sell that property?
And they did it after, like, I'm pretty sure it was like a year or two after. Like, if I'm not mistaken, like Terrell Pryor was pretty much ready to go to the NFL. Like, that fucked over Jim Tressel. I mean, he came to Youngstown State, and he's turned around that school like in a lot of different ways. But that fucked over Jim Tressel's coaching career. He had to step down. Ohio State had like those sanctions for like 1 or 2 years. Like, they had a couple down years. Like, there was way more damage done from the punishment being handed down than the actual action of just getting a tattoo itself. Like, there was just it was so unnecessary.
And now when we look at it in here today, because it really wasn't all that long ago, and how far they've come and what they do now and the money they're getting, dude.
Yeah, that's nothing.
I'm shocked. There was a basketball player I saw. But anyways, his NIL deal's $10 million for one player.
10 mil?
10
It's got to be like a Duke or like a Kentucky or something like that.
Holy shit. Like, I mean, because you got some quarterbacks in college that are in that, 5 to 7 range, right? But 10 million for this one basketball player?
Let's see.
There can't be that many getting that.
It says basketball center Thomas Hoff at Florida and Hannes Steinbach. But they said they turned it down. Oh, it says Thomas Hoff for the Florida Gators projected to clear more than $10 million in total earnings for the season via third-party collective and brand deals to remain in Gainesville.
It was him.
That's fucking.
It was the Florida.
That is crazy.
Isn't it though?
It's like, even if you don't go to the league, like, you made $10 million in college, like, and you get a degree. I mean, that's looking pretty good for you.
Well, the one thing is that keeps them in school.
Oh, absolutely.
Because they wouldn't get that otherwise.
Oh, fuck no.
He's not getting that in the NBA to start out with the rookie contracts and the caps.
That's eye-opening, though, to see, like, so many outside people are just like, hey, well, here's a blank check. We'll pay whatever it takes to keep you in Gainesville. And they did it. Like, that just shows you, like, sports fucking rules almost everything, man.
It does,
like,
man.
It like, shapes the landscape of a lot of things right now.
Yeah.
So much money, man.
So, yeah, I just thought that was stupid.
It is dumb.
Penalizing the dude, so bring that up. All right. On to politics. Have you seen Fauci's stuff that's come out about Fauci's diary and the shit he said in his diary?
I thought that dude got buried.
Dude, it's so funny. He talks about himself in his diary like he's Brad Pitt. I am not kidding you. Fauci acts like he's a worldwide rock star. In fact, he says that he's in his diary like he's the most famous man in the world. And he was talking to people like Barbara Streisand and just other actors and stuff. And he had conversations with them. And he really got caught up in himself for all of this. He was granted a pardon. So I don't know what they can actually do. I can't believe on my TikTok, The one, some dude said something to me and about COVID, and I'm like, they tried to say, Trump killed all the people that Trump killed, from COVID because the way he handled COVID. How, at this point, there are certain things that we know that are just facts now. Mm-hmm. Okay. We don't have to call it the Wuhan virus, even though that is something they did for years and years. They would name viruses from the area that they first discovered it. Mm-hmm. It was very common. It wasn't meant racist or to put a group of people down. It's just where it came from. Look at the history. I'm not making it up. I don't have to make it up. But we do know Wuhan. We do know that there was a lab there that was doing research that we had said you should stop doing that gain of function type research. Mm-hmm. And they were doing it, and maybe we were giving them the money back door, but we were still funding it. And I said it came from China, and the dude tried to rip me for saying that. And it's like, dude, even the people that are dumb enough to believe what's not true anymore, which is it didn't come from a wet market and a bunch of fucking bats.
Yeah.
Okay. Even if that were true, that's still fucking China.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if we want to debate, we can debate whether it was released on purpose or not. I don't say one way or another that it was done on purpose. I think that they had an accident and somebody who worked there got sick. They went home, they infected other people, and there you go. Mm-hmm. That's it. But what was the terrible tragedy was the whole cover-up that was done immediately. And that cover-up is evident in his fucking diary, man. Mm-hmm. Okay, so to deny that it came from China, and China's the reason that so many people died, by who did they notify? They weren't telling the world, hey, we need to do something ahead of time, to kind of clamp this down, and which would have been stopping people for a period of time from leaving China and going to China. That would have been the answer. We could have probably been done with all that shit in 6 months.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Sure. And Trump's mistake was this. He trusted the scientists. He trusted the people in charge. Here is a guy who's had decades of experience in government with this kind of stuff, right? The problem is Trump believed this, Fauci. Mm-hmm. That's the problem. That's where Trump went wrong. That's where I wanted Trump to apologize. I wanted, Trump always kept trying to go defensive and protect himself and say, how he did the vaccine and all that. And hats off for trying to do the vaccine, but that was all fucked up. But the fact that he tried to waive rules and regulations to get something faster, I get that. But again, he's listening to the experts. He's listening to the people in charge of big pharma and the people in big government that are telling him what he needs to do.
Yeah.
And so, it's just crazy that today we still not only have people like tonight when Dawn and I go to the game, we will see people that have masks on. Yeah. I hate it when I go to gamble. There's one younger woman that's with her boyfriend or husband. She wears a mask the wrong way. She keeps doing this up and down, up and down, up and down. And there is one dealer that wears a fake mask. And actually, there was an older woman. I would say she was, I say older. I think she's old. I still don't believe I'm 58. Okay. But she actually was probably about my age or just a few years older. But at least she was wearing and left it on what were they, the M95 or whatever those were, the really good, she had a really good mask on, okay? And if you're sick and you're going out, you should wear it. You should wear the mask.
Yeah, for sure.
But if you're not sick, you don't need it. You're not protecting, yeah, you're not protecting yourself. That's not a thing. But to see that is just frustrating, and to still have people that don't want to believe that it really did come from a lab it's the most plausible explanation of what happened.
Well, it's the truth of what happened.
Right. But I mean, if you have to find an explanation, it was, why would you believe something different? Oh, so there was a lab studying the coronavirus and actually trying to enhance it to see how they would work and treat it. Well, we found out, and it didn't handle very well.
Yeah.
But that stuff just shouldn't still be debatable.
Yeah.
I don't care what your opinion is. And I brought that up as well, that, opinions, people think that opinions can never be wrong because it's an opinion. Yes, motherfucker, your opinion can be wrong. If you use the wrong facts and assumptions, your opinion can be wrong. You're entitled to your wrong opinion. You can keep your wrong opinion, but don't be mad if I point out that it's a wrong opinion. We do have the facts now. And what bothers me more than anything is that nobody was held accountable. One of the reasons that many of us voted for Donald Trump a third time is because we wanted these people held accountable. And we're not getting that. We're not getting people held accountable. We're not getting the mass deportation. The real conservatives like myself who still support Trump are disappointed. We are disappointed. And the thing that we're disappointed in is that he's not doing more, that he hasn't done enough of what he said he was going to do. You're all mad about what he's done. We're mad because it hasn't been close to enough of what we expected. Is that fair to say? I mean, I don't know. What's your thoughts as a conservative?
I mean, yeah, there's definitely, I was expecting more. I mean, I haven't been 100% behind like everything that he's done, just because, like you said, I wanted more. I didn't want just kind of doing it just to satisfy us rather than doing it to actually like fulfill your word. But like, I don't know. I feel like it's very hard when you have people just actively working against you 24/7, like your own people in your own party. Like, it seems like he faces more friction than most presidents that I've seen in my lifetime when it comes to trying to get something done. And it's not like he's doing things that other people haven't done before. Like immigration, multiple presidents have done that in the past, but it seems like when he's tried to do it, it's like pulling fucking teeth. Like, I don't know. I haven't been around long enough to really like quantify that, but based on what I've seen, it just seems like he's fighting two different battles on two different fronts, basically. That's what how I feel about it. But yeah, I mean, I wish he would have done more, but you know, there's still 2 years left. I mean, there's still time. I mean, I don't want to be the one that's like, after 6 months, it's like, oh, he fucked up. Like, I have friends that are saying like, oh, I regret voting for him. He didn't do this. I'm like, dude, he's fucking.
Can you imagine what would have been if you had voted the other way?
Yeah.
Or
exactly.
You didn't vote at all?
Yeah.
Either way.
I bring that up. I'm like, first of all, we know what was behind that other door.
Yeah.
You would have hated it way worse.
Of course we would have.
This guy needs more than fucking 6 months to turn around years of fuck ups. Like, it's probably going to take his term plus maybe the next president's term, that if we get like a J.D. Vance in there, it's probably going to be leaking into that presidency as well.
Yeah. But we are 2 years. We are
we're
almost 2.
Yeah, we're getting there.
We are getting there. And as you said, I just want more. I want more. And I'm not satisfied with not getting more. And if you see me disappear again from TikTok for a minute and I have to create another new account, okay, yes, I only have 600 or 700 followers on my TikTok because 15,000 got taken away from me. Then 6,000 got taken away from me. And now maybe they'll take away my 600 or 700. Because the same thing that I posted last November that lost me those 5,000 people or 6,000 is the same thing, same topic that I just got penalized again, or at least had the video taken down. They didn't close my account though. And if we can pull that up on probably Instagram? Is that the easiest?
The Epstein thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, Instagram, Facebook, anything but TikTok, because TikTok fucking took it away.
Right.
Per usual.
I just want people to hear what I'm getting censored for.
It's not anything crazy. Like, it's all we talk about is if they had the truth of him being in the Epstein files the way that they say and this and that, then it would have come to light and Democrats would have used it in the past. That's basically the sum of the short.
And not only that, dude, if there was real evidence, I fucking would be a part of the group that would want him gone.
No. Hit the back button. It was right on the front page. His main profile. Yeah, we don't post from that one. It's just that you just click on his profile right there. Right there, that right there. Yeah. The far right. Last one on the right. Yep, that one. Yeah, it's absurd. The thing is that the reason why I posted is because I was like, there's nothing wrong with what this is being said here. Like that's why I was like, I didn't think it was a big deal.
There's lies to bring him down. If they had access to the truth to bring him down and they didn't use it, that's the dumbest fucking thing in the world. They hate him so much that the ends justify the means. As long as they can bring him down, there's a smoking gun somewhere that after all this time has not been revealed.
Like that's so mild. Like that is so mild. I don't understand what the big deal was.
And in the comment, the Democrats love to talk about Donald Trump and the Epstein files, but let's use some common sense here. If Trump was actually in those files doing illegal stuff, do you really think they would keep it a secret? Hell no. They would have leaked every single page and locked him up years ago. They tried everything else to get him. They're still trying today.
Yeah.
They dragged him through the court for years. The truth is they have zero proof. They just throw dirt and hope it sticks. The law that they used to charge him 34 times for the same thing, the law they used, that law has never been used to prosecute anyone else ever in the history of our justice system. Ever.
Yeah.
So I'm just pointing out, they would do anything they could to get him.
You know what's crazy?
And I've said, I still want the Epstein files.
Well, I was going to say, I left out, there's a lot of stuff that I cut out, like trigger words that I cut out purposely so it wouldn't get fucking taken down. And it still did. And like I said, that was the mildest version I could make. Not that it was like a crazy take anyways, but to help us with the algorithm, the social media world, I made that as mild as possible. And the fact that TikTok still took it down just tells you everything you need to know about how fucking gay TikTok is.
But not just that. It's that I appealed and I lost the appeal.
Yeah. Like that's what I'm saying.
What bothers me the most is not being able to get feedback from any of these social media platforms on why this isn't a thing.
And if it was such a big deal on TikTok, why did any of these other platforms have an issue with it? None of them even reviewed it. They didn't do anything. It just went up right away. But TikTok, within like the first 20 seconds of it going up, they
become the worst out of all of them as far as censorship.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I've said my feelings on TikTok multiple times. I fucking hate that app so much. So fucking much.
Well, we talked about it. Maybe we need to build up LinkedIn or something else, or I don't know. We'll keep trying to figure it out is what we're going to do. But we're definitely going to share this stuff with you, the people that listen. What else? Oh, let's go with this one with Trump, the Wisconsin brewery, because this is a big deal for this reason. The way it's presented, the way this story is presented, even by Fox, it gives you the immediate impression that this brewery, who hates Trump, the owner hates Trump, he has 2 locations, 2 breweries, and that he said on his social media that depending on when Trump died, and he's hoping he does, that one of the 2 locations is going to offer free beer for that day when Trump dies. They got their alcohol permit from just one of those locations revoked. So just the headline alone, right? You kind of figure that, this is political, that the reason his brewery got the alcohol permit taken away was because of the hateful shit that he posted. No, that's not what happened. And you have to read deeper into it to find it. Let's see. He says, I'm not taking this lying down. Yada. We're going to fight. Keep going down. The revocation of the beer license goes into effect on August 4th. Although he can appeal it, and he gets to still serve beer during the appeal. I should have had it pulled up on my phone too. We could let me have that. No, don't do that right there. The Department of Revenue has issued a notice of the brewer's permit revocation for 2 Minnequa brewing locations and notice of alcohol beverage warehouse permit revocation for 1 location. The business has until August 4th to appeal and can operate during the appeal process. Should the business decide to appeal, the next step would be to appeal to the Secretary of the Department of Revenue. The Sentinel reported that state regulators pursued revoking his alcohol license after authorities seized canned beer from his company in June, alleging it had been transported from Illinois without the required permits and taxes. The newspaper also reported that he criticized the proposed action as an excessive response. Guess what? He basically admitted that he broke the law.
Yeah.
He's trying to,
he's like, oh, it's not a big deal.
He's trying to get beer or liquor on the cheap, keep it off the books.
Oh, yeah.
And sell it and pocket that money.
Hell yeah.
On the side. He's doing it. And he got caught.
Happens to the best of us.
There you go. It has nothing to do. Trump didn't order the department to, hey, go take this Wisconsin's brewery's permit away.
Yeah, he just fucked up by bringing light to himself.
Trump probably doesn't know anything about it.
I would be very surprised if he knew anything about this. There's way bigger things on his plate than.
Don't you think?
You know how many times a day this man's been shot at, so I don't think he cares if one person says, "Hey, when he dies, you get free beer."
Dude, you can't keep up with the number of people that say shit like that.
Yeah,
right?
That's all he'd ever do all fucking day. But yeah, he fucked up by doing all this. This brought all that publicity to him, and then somebody with a more trained set of eyes, or maybe they got a little birdie that whispered to him, and then he fucked up, and this is what happens. He got caught doing something he wasn't supposed to do.
He got caught doing something he wasn't supposed to do.
I mean, that's on you, bro.
And he even admitted it.
Yeah.
His answer was that it was an excessive response or an excessive penalty.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, I did it, but
he didn't say I didn't do it.
Come on, it's just one little thing.
Yeah, just a little beer. You know,
come on, people do worse things all the time.
Just fine me, make me pay the taxes I would have had to pay, and let me keep my license or whatever. You know.
Meanwhile, if you just would have shut your fucking mouth, none of this would have happened. You would have been able to pocket that money, maybe a little bit longer. Who knows? Maybe one day it would have got found out, but maybe not like this.
I don't know. Who knows? But it has. But to the way they phrased it, and this is Fox News that phrased it this way.
Yeah.
And the headline is so fucking misleading.
Yep, that's unfortunately media for you. You can't really like be surprised, unfortunately, as much as we use Fox News, but that's a whole different conversation.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
You fucked around and found out.
Yeah. BB was at the office at the White House yesterday. He came in, and he's going to be giving a speech to the UN in September. And Mamdani has said that if he ever comes to New York, that they're going to arrest him.
Good luck.
And they want to turn him over to the ICC, the International Criminal Court, which is just a joke. Why do we even participate in that bullshit?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? it's the biggest. I feel like it's a bigger joke than the NCAA, right?
Yeah, like there's no reason. It does nothing.
But what finally has come out, because he promised this in his campaign, that he was going to do this.
Well,
but now he's had to admit they don't have the authority to.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, they don't have the authority. And so they're trying to, pressure the feds. Well, Trump is the feds. It's not going to happen. The one of the previous mayors, de Blasio, also is saying the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And Netanyahu basically said, try it. I'm coming in September and you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
That was his response to it. It's just, it's so silly. We got this New York City mayor now that's so fucking full of himself.
Dude, I hate this guy. Like, he acts like he's the president of the fucking United States the way he talks. Like, I know it's all just a mirage for his supporters to be like, yeah, Mamdani, our guy. Like, this is what we want, blah, blah, blah. But this dude, like you said, is so fucking full of himself and acts like everything, like his word is law. Everything he does is right.
Right.
Like, I can't stand this guy. Like, I genuinely cannot stand him.
Yeah. Well, I guess in the stores that he's going to open, there's going to be, these people are so stupid. It's only going to be like 4 items that are going to be priced below 30 to 40% below the going rate.
Nice.
It's not everything.
It's probably so something fucking stupid as hell, too.
Dude, I can't wait till they do that on a regular basis. And we're just getting videos all over, reels all over of people fighting in these stores.
Oh, I'm sure.
Well, what else is going to happen?
Yeah, I
people
agree.
are going to fight.
That's how it goes. Whenever you, especially the stuff like this, like
they fight it in and out. They're going to be fighting here in New York.
I mean, shit. Black Friday. You see what happens with this a deal on Black Friday. You see grown women fucking fighting each other over a crock pot. Like
it's going to be a lot of hair pulling going on.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm for it though. That's going to be funny content. Thanks, Mamdani. It's going to be the highlight of your fucking term.
So stupid, man. And then I didn't pull it or tell you guys to pull it, but did you see the fat chick that was the spokesperson or one of the leaders of the official DSA, the Democratic Socialists of America?
No.
She was asked a series of questions like, abolish the police. Yes. Get rid of prisons. Yes, but over a certain, period of time. Getting rid of prisons, getting rid of ICE, allowing anybody to immigrate to this country that wants to. I mean, dude, it's the most craziest shit. And she admitted to like literally every crazy thing they think.
Yeah.
that other people try to say, well, that's not really what it is. Well, it's in their own words.
Well, yeah. I mean, how else could
they
you
have their
interpret
own
that?
platform? Yeah.
Like they said yes to the question. What else are you supposed to interpret it as? I would love, what I want is these states to actually get what they want, like shit like that, and they can have that in their states and see how it fucking goes, while the rest of us just do what we like. We go about our day normally, because it would be pure chaos. Like no prisons, no police. Like what the fuck? You think everybody's just gonna be fucking?
Yeah, but the problem with that is then the criminals leaving that state.
Yeah, and then they come everywhere.
Well, I mean, the only way we could do anything about that is to say that if you do that, that any of those criminals that are released, if they go to another state, we're going to put them in prison or jail.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know. I don't know how that's done, but
I just want to see
it would. I totally understand that, but it would fuck the rest of us too.
Yeah, absolutely. But I feel like that would be a very short-lived experience for people in those states, and then they'd be like, "All right, maybe we were wrong. Maybe there needs to be a little bit more laws in place. Maybe prisons and police are okay." Like,
you want Trump to be in prison because you think he's a pedophile, but you don't want pedophiles to be in prison because you don't want prisons. I'm totally confused by that.
Yeah. No, it's not how you think it is. You're interpreting it incorrectly. No, that's not what we mean at all. No, it's exactly what you want. You said it. You've been asked multiple times.
And clearly, it was clearly asked. And everybody was playing it. And, you know, the handful of normal Democrats that there are, and it's only a handful now, we're like, no, we don't want this. And even more importantly, which is why I said that in November, I honestly believe the Republicans still have a chance. Mm-hmm. I really, really do. Because they're just off their rocker. And, you know, the independents might not be happy overall, or, you know, with maybe the way immigration is or deportations have been implemented or whatever. This stuff is crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And the independents, they've done polls here like in the last week or so. Independents are not into the crazy shit. And that was CNN polls.
And CNN is not a Trump supporter.
No, they're like, no, independents do not want this shit.
I mean, everyday logical people don't want that shit, because that's to ask for stuff like that is so batshit crazy. Like, we don't have prisons and police just because we want to have them. It's a necessity because of what happens. Like, people they're criminals.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that we have to explain that is nuts.
But their campaigns are focusing on Medicare for all or universal health care. Mm-hmm. And that's all some people hear is that.
The good, like the feel good stuff.
That, they only hear that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, that getting that is not worth all the other bullshit you said you want to do.
Yeah. And it's not like we can have prisons and, you know, police enforcement and all that, and the healthcare stuff that you are advocating for as well. There is an avenue to achieve that. It doesn't have to be one or the other. That's what I hate about them. It's like, it's our way or nothing.
Yes.
And it's the most annoying fucking thing in the world. The absolute most annoying shit to listen to. And that's why I hate TikTok, because that's how TikTok is. That's how it is, 24/7. Our way or the highway. Fuck you. No,
you should, you know, we were talking about Fauci. You should be on X right now. Dude, all these X bots from liberal lunatics are out now today calling Fauci a hero.
In what fucking universe is this guy a hero?
Yep.
That man should be behind bars.
100%.
Didn't he leave the country? Doesn't he not live in the United States anymore? Or is that he's still in the States?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's something I got confused. But still, this man needs to be behind bars. I mean, he was on national television spewing lies, costing people their lives. How is that any different from what people try to say Trump is doing?
Yeah.
And putting him behind bars. Like, what's the fucking difference then?
Yeah. No, it's crazy. I looked it up like it's just literally post after post after post.
And that's part of why I got off X too, man. Like X was getting nasty. It was getting very diluted, and I don't know, maybe it's because I interacted with a lot of shit because it pissed me off, so I would see it more and it would show it to me more, but I just couldn't stand all the liberal lunatic bullshit that I was seeing.
Fauci was caring for AIDS patients when others wouldn't even touch them. He fought harmful misinformation. He warned about the risk of a pandemic for years. You're never going to convince me he's a terrible person. Anthony Fauci is a national hero under attack by Rand Paul.
Bro, what?
Raise your hand if you stand with Dr. Fauci. Dr. Fauci is a hero, and the COVID vaccine saved countless lives. Well, if you actually believe they did, you should thank Trump.
Yeah.
Right? Republicans would rather go after patriots like Fauci than pedophile protectors like Donald Trump.
Okay. That's the worst one right there. Oh my goodness. I can't.
I first met Dr. Fauci at a conference in Munich, was struck by his brilliance. Not only is he one of the greatest scientists of his generation, he is also a family man of great morals, a rare American hero.
We have completely different definitions of American hero.
Let's see. Well, that was most of them in there.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if these are all just fucking Fauci psyop bots created by and paid for by Fauci or his associates or whoever the fuck it is to try and change this whole narrative for whatever the fuck reason they want to.
And you get people that just want to be involved.
Yeah.
That post it and repost it. They're not making any money. They're just idiots.
Yeah.
They just believe the bullshit.
Yeah.
You know?
My biggest this kind of draws back to our like previous episode where you're talking about how France banned social media or internet for 15 and under. I think it was. Wasn't it 15 and under?
Yeah.
Something like that. The reason why, number one reason stuff like that is because these 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds, that they make up a large percentage of social media users. They don't know a fucking goddamn thing about anything. They just see what's on social media, they repost it, and then that's just like what is in their head as being correct.
Well, and that's what they're going to see over and over again then, too.
Yeah, they're being like fucking, in a way, like they're just being brainwashed. And it's not their fault. I mean, they're not young enough to see through it, or old enough to see through it. But that's why I'm okay with what France did, is stuff like this. Because I know, I don't know if we'll ever get the numbers, but I'd love to see how many of those bots that are retweeted and reposted, all that, how much of those are reposted by people that are younger than 18? Because I'm willing to bet it is a high percentage.
Yeah.
And it's just another, like, it's nothing to them. It's just one click of a button. Like, it doesn't require any, like, critical thinking, any research. It's a click of a button. The information is brought to them, to their face, right there. They click it. That's it. And then they now think that's the fucking truth.
And the sad thing is, by participating in that way, they think they did something.
Yeah,
they think they're included. They're a part of something. They think they. I responded. Yeah,
it's that reinforcement of being included in something. 100%. That's why I said France is. That's one of the few things that you fucking did right.
France is a mess.
Yeah,
right now, France is burning to the ground. Did you see that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Jesus, but that's our fault too. You know, because climate change.
Yeah. All this damn AC we're using. Fuck, man. Sorry.
All right. We're going to save a couple of the other things for Friday. The peptide thing we'll save for Friday. And maybe the asylum story, too. Save for Friday.
Sounds good.
And, of course, we'll talk about our trip to the game tonight that we're going to see and see what the Mercury can pull out, if their season can change after this WNBA All-Star game, see if anything can come out of it. I mean, they'd have to go on a hell of a run.
I was just saying, do they still have a chance at making playoffs?
I don't know, dude. I guess technically.
Mathematically, they're not.
They're not
yet.
Mathematically eliminated yet.
But it's coming soon if they don't.
It's coming very fucking soon.
Well, you never know. They might go on a tear. Who knows? You've seen crazy shit in sports. You're looking at me like, I don't know about that.
But we just don't have the depth that we had, last year. I mean, we were able to start off the season last year without a star player, without Copper, who this year is our best player. We started the season without her and did very, very well last year.
Mm-hmm.
But, not having Sabali and then getting rid of your depth that you had on the bench, there just isn't enough there. And maybe they could have hung on if Alyssa Thomas was playing at the same level she was last year. And the honest truth is, she's not. That's just being honest. That's not being hateful. It has nothing to do with her foul on Caitlin Clark. I'm just saying the numbers are what the numbers are.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't make them.
Yeah.
And so we just don't have a chance with that. When you have half of a star player and another star player gone completely and no depth on your bench.
Yeah, it's usually not a recipe for winning.
Dude, they're lucky to have won the number of games they've won now. I'll even say that. So, all right. That's it for today on a Wednesday. We appreciate you. Love you. Respect, honor, love. This is the Outlaw Apostle Podcast. I'm your host, Troy Neff. I'm the fucking guy.
Who knew I would make it this far? They hated, they never believed me. Yeah, I would never drop the ball. I know I make it look easy. Yeah, Mayweather with the defense. I don't care what a critic got to say. I got them picking up the pieces. That to me, you really playing with your life. I'm about to come and run it all back. I'm the new era, about to snap